Hey, look at that. Slightly less of it because I got spray foam in it yesterday. Big hunks missing. Anyways, welcome to another beautiful morning out here at the river house. Mom and Dad were here for a few days, and with their help, as always, things just rocketed forward. Pretty excited to show you what's going on and what we're hopefully going to do on Friday. I'll give you a hint. It has something to do with no longer worrying about running this thing for more than 40 minutes at a stretch, because that's all the longer the old well produces anymore. 40 minutes through a sprinkler. Oh, we got a lot done. Let me show you. Well, there's the first thing you'll probably notice. We got some doors. Actually, we got two of them. I'll need to do a video on them because good God were they put together badly. But nonetheless, we were able to repair it. Don't worry about that light crack. These are interior doorknobs, and so when we get the real ones, that'll be fine. Yeah, doors. See? Doors. You'll also notice switches. And they all work, and they all do things. This will be the side door, the one we probably come through the most. So I basically, on the sills, I did it as if it was a window. So I put down the stretch window flashing, and then the zip tape rolled. So essentially nothing under this door is bare wood. It's all on top of this flashing here. Call it a flashing pan, if you will, with the exception, I suppose, that water could possibly come under and show up on this side, whereas a flashing pan would keep it all from going out over there. Did the same thing with the front door. As I said, these are Gelwin. They're steel. My wife really wanted, she picked them. Excuse me. I don't know exactly why she didn't pick one. The windows didn't come down further, but can't point a finger at me. They're steel. This one arrived with a crunch. We didn't see that till we put it in. And the weather stripping on this had been poorly installed. This is one of the issues that bothers me. They didn't even put the screws in straight, so they're all cattywampus. It's bad enough they're only 1 or 3/4 of an inch, but put them in straight, fellas. That way the hinges don't bind up. And this one's actually got a bent hinge. So it's weird. It's, yeah, right there. It's like the door itself is a pretty decent product, I feel. You know, this one's been in the beaten sun, still cold to the touch. So it's doing its job. Windows are a little warmer, but that's to be expected. It's doing its job, but it is absolutely let down by some minkies who assembled it. Who knows what conditions they work under. It's not fair to bust their chops. It's just crazy how fast things get done when you know how to properly do them. Yeah, I guess, I mean, I don't want to say that's it, because it was a huge amount of work, but nonetheless, that's what we got done, and it's absolutely fantastic. I love it, especially the doors. It makes it look like a house again. It makes it look like a house for the first time. Later this morning, I got to drive back into town with the trailer and pick up something for what we're going to work on, hopefully this Friday. But this morning, I'm here to do this. This whole time, I thought that I would have to punch that up through the roof. And I was nervous about drilling and putting it up through the roof, getting something wrong. No, I don't have to drill and put it out through the roof. We're gonna go up. We're gonna go through the face of, this is where my two walls are, and then I'll go out and up. No holes in the roof. So that's something, I mean, I can easily do that. That is what I was planning on working on this morning. This is the drain from the sink. Sorry, the vent from the sink. It's the vent from the washing machine. That's the vent from downstairs bathroom. And then the big ones, that's the vents from all the stuff upstairs. So when we go up with 4 inches, I got to go over through that wall and up. So that's what I'm going to do today. First, I need to take all this crap down so that I can get up in there. And then last but not least, we got the window in. The bucket truck was really pulling the poop on us. It was just shutting off after 30, 45 seconds sometimes, just one after another after another. We're going to bypass all of the controls. It's got a whole mess of controls where you can start it and stop it from the bucket. It's got old generator controls and stuff. We're gonna bypass that, wire it the same. You can see there's a C60, C70, 1973, 1984, but they're essentially identical trucks. So it'll just, not quite demo derby style, but we're just gonna take the hot wire off the ignition coil and put it to the terminal on the dash, or firewall rather, that's the ignition switch, and just remove all that stuff. We won't remove it. We'll just wrap the wires and leave them there. And if it still dies, well, then I'll know it's, I don't know, maybe a cracked coil or something. Yeah. So what have I been working on today? You can't see it because I didn't take any pictures of it, but that stack now goes out and it's stuck outside the house. And I've made up the stack. It'll come up, it'll come over, it'll come down. And I have it outside, and it's painted. I didn't use plastic paint or anything. It's just spray painted right there. Oh, it's supposed to be more brown than black, but nonetheless, that's where it is. That way the PVC won't sit and deteriorate. And I got to find a way to clamp it to the house because that's a fair bit of wind surface. But yeah, I guess now, if that's not tacky, now's the time to take it up and glue it in place. Oh, it's been a while since I've been up here. Well, there it is. I'll put it up tacky. Downhill. I don't see how any water could get into it. It's above the top of this roof, the proper amount. I need to put a small spacer and a clamp right there. Looks a little stupid up here, but it is what it is. And I don't even really, look how tight that fitting. I don't even need to caulk that. No critters can get through there. It's pretty hot in there. I'm thinking very strongly about putting in some vents along here just to allow it to exhaust, or on the sides, probably in this front face. I'm using soffit fencing. So there's 2 strips right there to match the 1 strip that's at the bottom of each set of roofs. But heat's a killer, so I could get some more heat out of it, I think. I'm not saying it's the right way. I'm just saying it's the way I did it. All right. Made from scrap of juniper, although I split it. Why did I take so much time to craft this? Why does it matter that it looks okay all the way up here? I don't know. I don't know. But it should be relatively windproof now. Good. Just like that, we're back. And continuing my my weird thing of I'll do anything except put plastic up, I went ahead and installed the threshold, I guess you call them protectors. So this whole threshold here is unsupported, which means if you put any weight on it, you're simply trusting the screws in the bottom. And we all know they'll rip out. So I added a spacer so that it leans on the steps, and then I added this to protect the flashing, the zip system down there, and did the same thing on the other door. I really can't think of anything else to do except that damn plastic. Why do I hate it? Plastic and insulation. I gotta finish those two today. This is a weird room because I have this false air ceiling, and that's actually where the insulation is, but it's really hard to sort of plastic that. So my plan was I'm just going to go up this with plastic, and then I'll do the room normally. Problem is, being me, I've already screwed it up because, I mean, it's fine I'm using it's fine that I'm using plastic scraps up here because you're really not supposed to have a double vapor barrier anyways. It'll be okay, though it's not that well sealed. I'm just, you know, hedging my bets. But I've shingled it wrong. I should have started at the top, worked my way down, and that way, you know, each new piece is sort of, think air is going to rise, so think water flowing up this. Well, I've got all my laps the wrong way, and they're all going to go in there. Oh well, it's got to get through this ceiling first. This is just to try to stop air movement through here. Oh, speaking of air movement, I need to cut that window out. It is a swampy environment right now. Well, it's the end of another long day. Danny and Shay showed up to give me a hand. Still doesn't feel like we got a lot done, but this is all done, including that double upper roof. All of up there is done. Shay's bedroom is all done. Okay, it's one little piece, but I'll get it later. This bathroom, that closet are done. And then I switched over to finishing that last bit of insulation up in there. Man, I've been spoiled by rock wool. I mean, your budget is your budget, but boy, I feel rock wool is worth it. Anyways, this is, and of course it won't stay, right? All the rock wool stays, but not this. That's 2 layers of R23, so one going this way, one going crossways, and in between the two of them is a layer of R19 interwoven, and then in between the two is R13. So in theory, you know, R50-ish, but it's fiberglass, so it's probably closer to R45, but that should be fine. And I got to do this, but I was so tired of breathing fiberglass. Still gorgeous. I think that's it. I don't know. Tomorrow I'm driving to Missoula. Probably leave here at like 4:30, 5. Driving to Missoula, and I'm gonna get 100 sheets of sheetrock. I figure I'll park the trailer up here. It's not supposed to rain for a while. A good part of this, we calculated the square footage of everything upstairs, and it actually, I need 160 sheets of sheetrock. But I could put 12 footers up there and 12 footers on this ceiling and save a joint. But then I'd have to put up 12 footers. So anyways, I'm buying the sheetrock for down in here. I'll use scraps to do the storage area. But this will be the sheetrock for down in here, and the kid is really twitchy to start on his room. So definitely we can get his room sheetrocked, and then he can begin laying out his wood paneling. So I guess I need a scrap there too. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. With luck, we'll start setting the well on Friday. That should be quite a thing, huh? Friday. Thanks for watching.